My friend pushed my coworker into the pool after I explicitly said no. Pushing then called me dramatic for kicking her out. Hosting a pool party should be about creating a fun, relaxed atmosphere where everyone feels comfortable and respected. When you're mixing different social circles, close friends, coworkers, and your boyfriend's buddies, setting clear expectations becomes even more important to ensure everyone has a good time. Before my weekend pool party, I made one simple rule crystal clear in our group chat. Absolutely no pushing people into the pool. This wasn't some arbitrary power trip. It was basic courtesy since not everyone would be bringing swimsuits. And I wanted to protect people's phones and electronics from water damage. Maya, a friend I've known for years, has always been the life of the party type. She's genuinely fun to be around, but she has this tendency to take things too far when she gets caught up in the moment. Her idea of fun sometimes crosses the line into inconsiderate territory. Party was going perfectly for the first hour. People were mingling naturally across social groups, enjoying food and drinks, and the atmosphere was exactly what I'd hoped for. Relaxed and inclusive. Everyone seemed to be respecting the pool boundaries I'd established. Then Maya decided to ignore everything I'd specifically asked for in the most spectacular way possible. Without any warning or provocation, she snuck up behind my coworker Sarah, who was standing near the pool edge in a beautiful sundress, holding her phone while chatting with another guest. Maya shoved her directly into the pool with enough force to send her tumbling completely underwater. The aftermath was immediate and devastating. Sarah's phone was completely destroyed by the water. Not just damaged, but utterly ruined. Her sundress was soaked through, and she had no backup clothes since she'd only planned to attend a casual pool party, not go swimming. The phone and dress were just material losses. The real damage was the humiliation Sarah experienced being suddenly pushed into water fully clothed in front of people she barely knew, including several of my coworkers who would see her at the office the following week. I immediately confronted Maya, telling her that her behavior was completely out of line and asking her to leave my party. This wasn't a heat-of-the-moment overreaction. It was a direct consequence for deliberately violating the one rule I'd specifically established to protect my guests. Maya's response revealed everything about her character and respect for boundaries. She actually laughed at first, thinking I was joking about asking her to leave. When she realized I was serious, she became defensive and accusatory. "You're totally overreacting," she said dismissively. "Just a joke, and phones can be replaced." Complete lack of empathy for Sarah or accountability for her actions was stunning. Some party guests started taking Maya's side, claiming I was being too harsh and that I'd killed the vibe by making a scene. Their reaction suggested they valued maintaining party energy over protecting an innocent guest who'd been humiliated and had her property destroyed. The idea that enforcing basic respect for my house rules and defending a guest who'd been wronged constituted making a scene was infuriating. I hadn't created the drama. Maya had, by deliberately choosing to ignore clearly stated boundaries. Since that night, Maya hasn't spoken to me at all, apparently convinced that she was the victim in this situation. Several mutual friends have reached out to tell me I ruined the party atmosphere and should have handled things differently. Their suggestions seem to center around letting Maya's behavior slide to avoid conflict, as if protecting her feelings was more important than protecting Sarah from the consequences of Maya's actions. But I don't regret my decision for a second. Setting boundaries means nothing if you're not willing to enforce them when they're violated. Maya knew exactly what she was doing when she pushed Sarah. She made a conscious choice to prioritize her own amusement over my rules and another person's comfort and property. The fact that some people think it was just a joke or phones can be replaced somehow justifies deliberately destroying someone's property and humiliating them shows a fundamental misunderstanding of respect and accountability. Real friends respect your boundaries, especially in your own home. They don't test your limits to see what they can get away with, and they definitely don't play victim when there are consequences for their poor choices. Sarah deserved to feel safe and respected at my party, and I'd make the same decision again to protect any guest from someone who thinks other people's dignity and property are acceptable casualties for their entertainment.